I can't remember what that is, but what is up? Oh my gosh, it is the live stream lounge. And I'm very excited. I don't know why I'm excited. I'm always in a good mood, but tonight I'm in an extra good mood. Lots to talk about, lots to share. Hanging out with us today is my buddy Mike. Mike, say hello. And Mike, you have to show off the awesome shirt that you've got on. There you go. Here, I can hold that for you. Check out Whoops, I accidentally the joystick. This is what when I hold it backwards. There we go. So look at this, Lochan Shyamalan. So this is one of the shirts that my my peeps that are executive producers, they get to come out, and this is one of them. There's only a few left that they get to choose from, and so that's been a lot of fun. But there's also a new Lochan Shyamalan shirt that that's going to be going out soon. For those of you that back the Kickstarter, swag box #1 is coming at you soon. There's just one more item that I'm waiting for to come in. It's not my fault, I promise. I don't know what is taking this company so long, but they keep saying it'll be one more week. We just need to make sure the quality is good. And then a week goes by. There was a couple that weren't good that we have to redo. Okay. And it just keeps taking another week. It's out of my hands. I apologize. We'll talk about that specifically coming up. But Mike, I heard that you had some trivia that you wanted to run past me. Should I make drinks first before you run it? Before you run it past me? Yeah. All right. Let's make the usual. The usual. Yeah. All right. So how is everyone? We'll get to the comments soon in the chat. And I actually just saw, so we're on 5 different places right now. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. But they also, I just saw they added Instagram, TikTok, and somewhere else. Oh, I guess Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and then maybe YouTube Shorts. So, and those can only be a minute long. So I tried to do those today where maybe it would just record the first minute of it on those Reels, but that didn't work. I think it's a separate thing that you have to do separately. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure that out. But that would be cool to also get this on Instagram if possible. We'll see if and when that will happen. All right. So we've got some ingredients to put in our magic candy bar drink. So first up is some coffee. Oh no, we're out.
Coffee for you.
Just kidding. We've got some of this stuff. Mike, how has your summer been, man? Is it have you been enjoying or camping or any travel or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I've been rocking out, doing some things.
Okay.
Enjoying the weather and all the smoke from Canada as Canada burns.
Oh, have you seen it or felt it or
just
smelled it?
The other day driving along, you get all the smoke and stuff like that, and you breathe it in, and allergies are up and stuff like that. But, yeah, the summer's going, man. Loving it. Doing things.
Good.
Hanging out with peeps.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Here's a splash.
Splash. Uh-oh.
What's that? Well, this one was mine. Oh, is that too much still?
Okay, that's good.
Are you sure?
I'm good.
I can start over?
No, we're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want more coffee? You want more of the other stuff?
No, other stuff. Let's put on all the heavy stuff.
All right.
Let's make it, one of them things.
Let's do. Yeah. So your camera filming will be extra special.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little something extra in there. Don't drink and drive, kids.
No. No, definitely no. And what would you like for your splash of flavor on top? We've got mocha, glazed donut, peanut butter cup, cookie dough, butter toffee, salted caramel, and hazelnut.
Hazelnut. Wow. Let's go for the hazelnut.
All right.
Boom.
Try some hazelnut too. Now, these are flavored, but don't they look like these are oils that you would put in like one of those incense burners? So if this tastes like incense burning stuff, let me know, and I'll give you the rest to drink.
Hazel. What's a hazelnut? It's like, I know what a walnut is. I know what a peanut is.
Hazelnuts taste like chocolate, kind of.
What's a hazel? It's like, you know, a bunch of hazel growing out there.
I think I've seen a hazelnut. You're right. They do look like a big, kind of like a big walnut, I think. All right. Mix this around.
Okay. While you're mixing, I have a trivia question for you guys.
Yes.
So, all right. I had to rephrase this. So what movie in the late 1900s came out today on this date, June 11th, in the late 1800s?
Late 1900s.
On this date. And then we'll give the answer.
Gosh, there's probably a lot of movies that have come out on this date. Anything more specific? Like, is it a big movie, blockbuster?
We'll
Does
say
it take place in space?
If I give you a hit, maybe halfway through, I'll give you a hit.
All right.
You know, and I'm sure everyone will get it who wants to look it up.
Gosh, what epic movie came out
late 1900s?
Late 1900s on this day.
Yeah.
Gosh. I feel like summer movies, like every year there could be, I guess maybe not every year has like a Friday that falls on a June 11th, but I mean, every 7 years it would.
It's such a prehistoric date. Let's
that was probably a hint. Was that a hint?
I can neither deny or
confirm.
Confirm. Yes.
All right.
Let us shake on it.
Cheers. If you guys know the answer, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Cheers. I'm going to take a sip.
That's actually not too bad.
Oh, yeah. And we are going to get the party started. The crazy thing is, you have no idea how much Mike and I are going to be dancing when I push this button. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go to the comments. Let's see who is hanging out in the hizzle. Fruit Loop says hello. Hello.
What up?
Aaron G says, I'm here, brother. What is up, Aaron? Oh, and here's the Discord. Awesome. Thank you. I don't know how if that's been lying dormant or if people have still been involved on that, but definitely check out the Discord. I'm wondering, is there a way I can copy paste? Does not look like I can copy paste from here because that's kind of a crazy thing to type. But for those of you on the Discord, I think the Discord is probably going to be more active once the swag boxes start coming out. I think that is going to make it I think that's going to be a lot of fun for people to show off their, their items and where they're putting stuff in their home or sporting new t-shirts and stuff. Is it Hairspray? I know it's in the theaters for the 35th anniversary. Interesting. I didn't know that. And you know what, Justin, I was not aware of how amazing Hairspray is until just recently. I went on a Mediterranean cruise with my girlfriend. It was a Royal Caribbean cruise, and they had a Broadway-ish musical that was on the boat for Hairspray, and I wasn't really excited about it. I'd never seen Hairspray, but I don't know why. I guess it just didn't sound like it would appeal to me. It's in the 60s, and people use Hairspray, and I love Grease, but for some reason, I didn't think I'd like Hairspray. Oh my gosh, I was blown away. I loved it. I couldn't love it more than I did. It was so good. And one of the reasons why I think it was really, really good, a lot of times when it comes to things with music, whether it's seeing a band live or going to see a musical, if I don't already know the music, sometimes it's hard for me to get into. Like if you go to a concert with a friend, like they have an extra ticket, you don't really know any songs by the band. You'll go and it's kind of weird because you look around, everyone's singing along with the songs, but you're just kind of standing there. You don't really know the music. So like you're kind of tapping your toes. Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool, but I don't really know the song. So you don't really have the same experience. So the same has been true of going to Broadway plays, where if I don't know the music, then it just kind of, even if it's really good, I don't have that fanboy experience of just loving it. So I went, I saw, it kicked my butt. I loved in the music. I didn't know, but it moved me so much. I felt like I knew it. And I was just really I just loved it so much. So I haven't seen any. I know there's a couple versions of the film. I haven't seen any of them. And that's something that I need to do because now I am apparently a Hairspray fan. In the 80s, when I had the long rocker hair, I was also a Hairspray fan back then. Aquanet. That was it. Fruit Loop says Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Fruit Loop. Jurassic Park.
She gets a prize.
Gets a prize released on this day.
What was that? What was your guess, Matt?
After you said prehistoric, Jurassic Park was my guess. Gosh, we have to come up with something to send Fruit Loop.
Gratitude, thanks.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's something like prehistoric that I have or dinosaur-ish. I don't know. I'll try to come up with something. Good answer. Brittany Voigt says, "Hi Matt, what is up, Brittany? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Where can I send you the links?" That's the problem with this working with StreamYard. I can like type something and it'll pop up. Like I can see it popped up on YouTube. It popped up on Twitch. Maybe it comes up on Facebook. I'm not sure. But I think someone said before that it does come up on Facebook when I type something in. But I have to actually type it. I don't think there's a way for me to copy paste a link. But here, for those of you, you know what? We have a Discord. You should check it out. Let me put this up so I can read it again. Here's the Discord. So it's https://discord.gg/ZHZ9D9NS. Boom. There is your link for the Discord. So come and hang out with us. Aaron just. Oh, did he send something? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no way. If you send something to my phone, Mike gets it because he's filming with my phone. I don't get it. There's no way for me to send it here or anything like that. So I have to physically type stuff in. But there you go. There is the Discord. Rock and roll. So we've got some things we want to go over today. First of all, welcome to the live stream lounge. Go over here. And, I forgot to mention it last week. I was a guest on the Interfleet Broadcasting podcast, and they're kind of a classic sci-fi. They have an emphasis on Battlestar Galactica. So it was really great to be on there. I used to do a lot of the book covers for Battlestar Galactica, a lot of the comic book covers for Battlestar, the trading cards. I grew up with the old school Battlestar, and I like the new one as well. So we had a lot of really fun conversations. It's on YouTube, and I think they also have a Facebook page. So go check that out, Interfleet Broadcasting. We had a great conversation there. So we've got the thank you videos. I've been continuing to update those. In fact, I dropped another one today. So be sure to check that out. It's on the Aladdin 3477 YouTube channel. The third playlist down has all of the thank you videos that we've been giving to our Aladdin's Inner Circle backers, as well as our executive producer back yous. Thank you, guys. We have more to film and I have more to upload, but those every few days I've been adding some of those in. Fruit Loop says, I feel bad I missed last week's stream. I was busy with classwork. Beginner German is kicking my butt. Well, you know what? Auf Wiedersehen and all the things. I used to know, I never spoke it fluently, but I used to know a fair amount of German. I've been to Germany more than a few times, and I'm of German heritage, but strangely, I don't like German food. All of the kraut and all of that stuff I can't stand. There are two German restaurants that I love, though. One is Haagen-Dazs, and the other one is Wetzel Pretzel. Love those two fine food establishments. All right.
My last name is German. Yeah, used to have a I in it, and then when the thing happened over in Germany, whatever, they got rid of the I, so to blend in. I guess there's a whole history on that.
Your last name is German?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be Heistend, but like I said, they got rid of the I. So, yep.
Okay, that's a conversation we're gonna have later. I'm like, you're throwing a curveball to me that I never.
There's actually a whole town named after my last name.
Okay.
Yeah, in like Tennessee or Texas, and everyone there has a last name.
Okay. Well, this is some background about you that I've known you for so long, and this is huge. I do enjoy German chocolate cake. Does that count? It does count. I loathe German chocolate. You would think I love it. Like, what chocolate don't I like? I don't like German chocolate. The reason why is it's got like coconut in it or something. Yeah. And to me, coconut, like I can't drink, what are those frozen drinks that's coconut? What are those called again? Pina coladas.
Pina coladas, yeah.
I can't drink those. The reason why, to me, anything with coconut in it tastes like suntan lotion. So imagine, I must have done this when I was a kid. There must have been a point where I was really hungry and just went, blah, blah, blah. It's not so bad. But now every time anything with coconut is just straight up suntan lotion. I can't do it. Anyway, Draw This in Your Style is still happening. If you guys are drawing any of the characters, we had an awesome Lochan Shyamalan last week, illustrated by Sean Milton. And also, it's cosplay season, and this is Megan Mueller with her awesome Bredge cosplay. So if you guys are doing any cool cosplay, please share it with us. We want to see it. That is just like the coolest thing ever. All right, so last week I shared an unboxing video of the Fidgy magnet that looks like this. So I wanted to show you guys. How do I do this here? I wanted to show you guys. Boom. This is the Fidgy magnet. So it's going to come in this cool, I know it's a little bit dark here, but it comes in this little baggie so it doesn't get scraped up. And look at this. This is a high quality magnet. It's actually 3D. It's not like super 3D, but everything that's black is on like a thinner layer. I mean, it's still a pretty thick magnet, but it's on a thinner layer. And then anything that's a color. So if you look at all of these shapes, they're actually little intricate pieces of rubber that kind of are close together, making this image of Fidgy. And then on the back, look at this. It's a custom magnet. This isn't just like a rectangle magnet. This magnet was custom cut into the overall shape of the magnet. So it really is gonna, I've already test driven this. It's on the fridge and it looks great. If you want to see the full video where you can see it a little bit more clearly in color, check out that video on YouTube. I think I dropped it on my Facebook as well, but it's a super, like, feel that.
See here. Wow, that's pretty thick.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, that's like, wow.
It's like super quality. It's a really good, strong magnet. This will hold on your fridge really good. So super happy about these. These come in the first swag box. So those of you that are getting any of the rewards from the Kickstarter, you're going to be getting these as one of 10 items in your first swag box soon. Next up. Oh, whoops. Next up. Oh my gosh, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. Next up, I did an unboxing of the official collector's edition, and so I wanted to take a quick breeze through that. Last week we had Dave Santia in the house, and so I wanted to spend a lot of time kind of hanging out with him. So I wanted to just show you guys in person. And I'm going to be doing a much more in-depth look at the official collector's edition. I'm going to have like a page-by-page commentary, but I want you guys to have these before I do that. Because that's my utmost mission, is just to get these guys to you. I cannot wait. This book, just, I'm so happy with how it looks. It is just a very, very beautiful book. The contents, there is so much. You might be like, why is there a contents page? Really? Dude, there is so much jam-packed into this. So much content and information. The characters. It is just a really, really cool book. I'm going to skip ahead some pages here. There is just so much.
Ooh, that's some quality paper.
Yeah, it's nice. It's glossy. It's nice, and it is really good. I went all out on this. I really wanted this because I really want to start with a bang, and I really want, to be honest, I've lost money on this whole Kickstarter thing. I know it seems like, oh my God, you made 65,000. I'm putting all into this. I really want you guys to be happy with your rewards, and you guys are so awesome for supporting it. But I'm going all out. I really want this to be something amazing, something special. And this is just such a fun, such a cool book. I'm so proud of how it came out. I can't say enough about it. I just love it. It is just so fun. That's Bredge.
Who's that guy? Sexy mother.
Who's that girl? Yeah, just so much really cool behind the scenes, some of the concept art, some of the actors, things like the costumes, everything that went into that. A look at some of the storyboards, also filming on location. There is just so much filming on sets. I know it's probably glaring and stuff for sure, but I've got lots of really cool stuff to share. Cannot wait.
You don't know what happened there.
Oh, it just switched to a new. Sometimes it switches to a different lens. And then, of course, there is a whole section in the back that is Aladdin 3477 around the world. Whoa! So this is just some of the fun stuff we've been doing, not the actual movie, but promoting the movie at like Star Wars Celebration, Full Sail University, the Hong Kong Business Awards, a little bit about the Kickstarter, fan art, the trailer, some of the contests, and of course, some of the merch. I'm just so thrilled with this. I can't wait for you guys to get your copy of the book. Coming in the first swag box soon. I'm just waiting for one more item. Cannot wait.
That's awesome. That is super, 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 super.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yep.
Let's see. So DTE, hey, Magnet looks great. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Dave. Sandra Irving, what up? Hi, Matt. How are you, sweetheart? My dad chiming in. German chocolate cake is my favorite birthday cake, followed by carrot cake. And carrot cake is probably my second least favorite. So it was funny. I remember growing up as a kid, of course, I wanted my dad to be happy with, the cake that he wanted. But I remember, you'd get excited like, oh, it's someone's birthday. And it's like, oh, it's my dad's birthday. He likes German chocolate cake.
Hey,
Boo.
I'm with you, Fred.
Really? You love it too? All right.
I'm with you, Fred. I like a good German chocolate cake. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Mama Rick says, looks amazing. Well done. Awesome. Mama Rick, I cannot wait for you to see this book in person. We have to get together soon for sure. And DTE says, sup, dudes.
Sup, Dave.
What was nin, Mike? Was tin in?
What's in?
Oh, what's in? What's in?
What's in?
All right.
What's up, Dave? Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So next up, we've got, okay, so we took a look at the official collector's edition book. I wanted to talk real quick about the Kickstarter, what's happening with that. As you guys know, Backer Kit, we did the, what did we do? We did the surveys, and all of that is organized. It's all ready to go. I'm just waiting for the last item to come in now. So this is just an example I wanted to show you. The company that is making these enamel pins, this is the Lochan Shyamol. This is the one that has multi metals in it. Not just, a lot of times there's just one metal and then they fill it in with color. And then if it's the hard enamel, they have like just the glazing that goes over the top of it. This is multi metals, which I guess is kind of an intricate thing to do. So they said that they made them, but then the quality wasn't good, so they needed to redo them. So this is kind of putting us, obviously, we're waiting for these pins to come in. So they sent me this photo and they said, see, this is why this is, I guess this is them trying to add in the second metal, or before they added in the second metal, but they're like, the quality isn't good, so they have to redo it. I don't understand what they're doing, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, this looks amazing. Oh my gosh. If this is the one that's screwed up, like this looks so cool. I'm wondering, can you just send me these instead of throwing them away? Just send me these too, because these are like the limited edition, really wild Lochan Shyamol pins. These look wicked cool.
Is that their way of saying it's heavy metal pins?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Very nice. Fruit Loop says, best cake is my mom's pineapple upside down. You guys are naming all the cakes I don't like. You know what my thing is that I'm weird about? I'm weird about, like, I love fruit. I don't like fruit mixed with my bread. I would gladly have a plate of fruit and bread, but I don't like it mixed. Like, I like raisins. I like bread. But raisin bread, like, ooh, how long have those raisins just been sitting in that bread? Like, I don't know. I'm wigged out by that for some reason. Or like Jell-O is cool, but as soon as there's like fruit in the Jell-O, like I'm like, ooh, like that's so weird. I don't know why. Everyone's got their thing, right? And that's mine. Fruit and bread don't mix. Oh, DTE says he spelled it wrong. Okay. Mama Rick says, sounds great. Excited to see it. Awesome. Awesome. So anyway, so we're just waiting for these pins to come in. And also the shirts are in. I can't wait to share those. This is a look at one of this isn't even the finished shirt, but this was just the Fiji like test shirt that they got for my approval. There's a couple things I wanted to have a little bit different, but the shirts look amazing. I can't wait. What I'm going to start doing is next week, I am going to wear one of the shirts, and then there's 5 different shirts. I'm going to wear a different shirt each week on the live stream starting next week. So that'll be a lot of fun to do. The next thing that I wanted to chat about, I wanted to give a shout out to Eric Steele and his wife, Terry. They recently went to Los Angeles. They were there for about a week, and they found this Aladdin Pez, and they didn't know if this is vintage or not, but it doesn't matter. This is so cool. Obviously, I love Aladdin and collect all things Aladdin, but they picked this up for me, which was so sweet. So thank you guys so much. I'm adding this to my Aladdin collection. One jump ahead of the bread line because the bread has raisins in it. Okay, so now let's see. Do I want to do this next? Do I want to do this next? I got some things I want to chat about. All right, since we're on this topic, actually, let's go here. So a couple weeks ago, I unveiled this new pen, which is really fun because it lights up. And then after that, I unveiled the Fiji notepad, which you can use the pen which is a lot of fun. I actually have those here
in case you get any bright ideas.
Oh my gosh, Mike, you are just on fire. So here is the fidgeting notepad. Here is the pen, which lights up.
Room. That's brilliant.
And as you guys know, those of you that have been following along, we figured out the hard way that it only lights up every other time you open it. That way you don't, like, sometimes you might not want to waste the battery, or maybe you don't have anyone there to see how cool your pen is. You're like, oh, I'll turn the light on next time. Right, exactly. But it was so funny because I kept trying to turn it on and the light wouldn't come on. And then James kept grabbing the pen and said, here, let me try. And it kept going on for him. So it was pretty comical how that was all going down. But here's what's up. Today I have kind of an unboxing, except I'm going to do the opposite. Today is going to be a reboxing. If you like reboxing, what is he talking about? Well, I'll show you. Let me move this here. So what I wanted to share with you guys, and you might be like, oh, this is no big deal. But for those of you getting the first swag box, if you want to see what it looks like with me seeing it for the first time, I happen to have one of these. What? This right here, this is a bunch of them. We're just going to do one of them. But this is what the boxes look like before they're folded together. I've actually never had this style of box before, so I thought it would be fun with you guys to try putting one of these together, see what it's like. This is what's going to be coming to you guys and what your rewards from the first swag box are going to look like. So let's see here. Got all this saran wrap here. Kind of like an unboxing, right? A reboxing.
Reboxing.
I was just thinking, imagine reboxing Reebok shoes if you're putting them back in the box.
That's not a wrapper. He's a unwrapper.
Yeah, my wrapping skills is pretty much the extent of all of it. I'm a good unwrapper. No, I usually wrap for, like, whenever I do a toast, I usually rhyme. Oh no, it's going this way? Okay. It's like we're reliving the experience that someone wrapped this, but in reverse.
It wasn't bubble wrap.
All right. Boy, I didn't know it would be this. Oh, you got it? Here, I'll just turn it around.
Okay.
You got it, Mike?
Yep.
All right, good. Oh, now it goes this way. All right. All right. Look at this teamwork.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Oh, I was late though. You don't have scissors, eh?
I could have, but I feel like we're so close, and I can actually touch cardboard in part of this, so we're getting close. Man, is saran wrap biodegradable? This isn't going to end up at the bottom of the ocean, like suffocating a seahorse or something, is it? Where are we at? There we go. Okay. Good. Good.
People are watching.
Oh my gosh. What are we unwrapping?
Unwrapping. You heard of, unboxing.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close. All right, here we go. Woohoo! All right. So this, I do have, probably should have used an X-Acto from the get-go.
Oh, my eye.
Hold on. There's probably a thing. There is a thing. Hold on. Usually there's a thing to. Let me see. Thank you. Look at that.
Look at there. All right.
Oh, yeah. So I have never made one of these boxes before. I'm kind of excited to figure it out. All right. So I got these. I can just set these back here.
All right. Feels like a real box to me.
So I think, is there a side that you use or don't flip or do flip? I don't know that it matters. I guess we'll go this way. Okay. So I think you just fold in like this and like this, or we'll do one side at a time here. Okay. So if we do this and then fold this over. Okay. That pops in there. Very nice. One of the cool things about this box, a lot of the boxes that I have, they've just got the flaps that kind of go and kind of go and kind of go, but then you have to tape all around. And that's a lot of tape. Again, I don't know if tape, how biodegradable that stuff is. So the cool thing about this is it all folds together. So most of it, you don't need tape because it just kind of folds in on itself. Much more biodegradable. And look at it. I can't believe how quick. I've never done this before, but look at this. This goes in like that. This goes like this, and then you just need a nice piece of tape like that, and you're good to go. You don't have to tape the rest.
Wow. Your boxing skills are...
So then here's the thing. You are going to get, like, I don't know what the order is that these things are going to go, but I assume, hopefully, does it fit? Oh my gosh, what if it doesn't fit? Oh my gosh, it fits. You're going to get one of these. You're going to get one of these. You're going to get a pen. You're going to get a Fiji magnet, right? You're going to get, there are 10 items. Some of you are just getting one shirt if you just got the first swag box. But if you have, I think the Sky Sail Sky Club or higher, I believe it's the Sky Sail Sky Club or higher, you get a second shirt. Or some of you just did an add-on to get more shirts. So those shirts are going to fold in here very nice and neat. This is how the box folds. And then I had a video last week where I showed how you're going to get the Fiji seal of approval. I don't have the ink with me here. You're going to get the Fiji seal of approval. Here you go. This is what your first swag box is going to look like. It's kind of exciting, right? I dig that. Yeah. And it's nice, and because it's got the fold over, like this isn't going to get crushed. Like this is really nice and sturdy. I'm really happy with that. Double reinforced along this side here. You know, I like it. That's cool.
Boxalicious.
It is box-alicious. All right. I like it. To the box. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go to some comments. Sandra says, Fiji is so cute. Thank you, Sandra. I would have to agree. Fiji is just the coolest. Look at, there we go. There is some of the Widow Fijis, the designer Fiji toys. Those are going to be coming out this fall in swag box number 3. Can't wait for you guys to get your hands on these. So much cellophane. Yeah, there was so much cellophane. You'd think they wouldn't need as much, but they packed them really good. So yeah, I guess I can't complain. Good stuff. Okay, so here, this is the Fiji rubber stamp. Oh, you know what? I didn't show. I said that I showed that last week. I got all confused. This week, the video this week on Tuesday, don't look at this. You're going to see me. You're going to see me use this for the first time. You're going to see it for the first time on Tuesday. I have a video where I'm test driving this trying to see what it looks like on cardboard. But this was, honest to goodness, the first time I opened these swag boxes and tried to put one together. This was my honest to goodness first time I did that. All right, so look for a new video to drop on that on Tuesday. Justin says, will they come with a tracking number when shipped, or do I just have to wait and get it and be patient and not track it? Justin, that's a great question. It will have tracking, but sadly, you probably won't get the information. Here's the reason why. I have 200 plus of these going out. Everything you send through USPS gets tracking. But for me to go, once I get a receipt, if I take, let's say, 25 of these at a time, when I come back home, there's no way for me to know, wait, which 25 are these? And I could look at cities, but then I could go through each person and I could say, okay, this is Scottsdale, Arizona. Who lives in Scottsdale? And I could go back through the 25, try to find the 25 that I know I shipped, and keep clicking through until I find someone that lives in Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, this must be them. But I've also had situations before when I've done orders where, whoops, there was more than one person in Scottsdale, Arizona. And then there was snafus where they had the wrong tracking number and like, oh my gosh. So it's tough because I'm a small business. It's going to be me and a couple people helping me. If I can get a couple people to help me, it's just going to be a few people helping. And I don't know that we will be able to go through the process it would take to try to figure out. I don't know how big businesses, I guess they must have it. They must have a computer system where they, oh, you know what they do? They already have the mailing stuff ready, and they print out their labels so that they already know what the tracking number is before they even take it to the post office. I don't have that for a number of reasons I'll get into another day. Essentially, I'm small business. I don't have a printer here. I just don't have the means to know what the tracking number is before I send it. But once I go to the post office, that's when I get my tracking numbers. So I hope that's okay. But if there's a problem or something like that, obviously, and those of you, people like you are an executive producer, so you won't be waiting as much as most people. I am definitely, for all of these swag boxes, I'm starting at the top. People that back the project first, or not first, people that back the project higher, they are going to get their swag boxes first. I'm going to start with executive producers and then Aladdin's Inner Circle and go on down the line. I want to make sure that my biggest supporters are getting their stuff first. All right. Let me do this. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to talk about this just yet. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about the big thing that everyone is talking about in the last week. This is huge news. I want to chat about the Apple Vision Pro. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what your thoughts are. So leave me some comments. What do you guys think about the Apple Vision Pro? I'll tell you my comments. I'm excited. It's also scary, where the future is going, but it's happening. This is how it's going to be. Some people are saying this is as revolutionary as the iPhone when the iPhone was introduced. I will go a step further and say, I know this isn't necessarily Apple's intent, and this isn't what they're saying is going to happen. I would go on record and say that this is probably going to replace the iPhone. This is going to replace iPads. This is going to replace your iMac computer, your laptop. Why would you need these if you already have the Apple Vision Pro? And I assume calling it the Apple Vision Pro, the cost, as you guys probably know, is $3,500. Which is a pretty penny, but they're probably going to release a version that isn't a Pro that'll maybe only be $2,000. And man, if you've watched some of the videos and seen some of the capabilities, it is wild. It is wild. So I'm curious what some of your thoughts are on the Apple Vision Pro.
And those are available now?
No. They I think they're not even, you won't even be able to pre-order until early next year, but I think early next year is when they are they're coming out.
Oh. So what are you wearing now then? What's all that?
Well, I wanted to, since we're talking, I just wanted to, this is, I forgot until the last minute. Oh my gosh, I've got to talk about the Apple Vision Pro. So this is my visual cue to talk about the Apple Vision Pro.
You had me going. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that was it.
No,
kind of stylish.
No, I wish. I was trying to find, I had ski goggles, and then I saw these up in my bedroom. I was like, oh my gosh, I never wear these, but like now is the time. So one of the things that stood out to me that really blew my mind, and there's so many interesting things about these goggles, but one of them, there's a lot of people, they had a bunch of people, I think like in upwards of 1,000 different people that were able to review and test drive wearing the Apple Vision Pro. And so they've all released videos, saying what they thought. They didn't get to take them home with them, but they got to, and they didn't get to film using them, but they got to just, they could talk about what their experience was. I've watched a bunch of those, probably a dozen of those so far, and everyone is blown away. Everyone is just marveling at how easy it was to use these, and how, they thought it would be weird. Like when you see stuff in your goggles, you're not even using your hands to move stuff and do this. You're simply just looking, and whatever your eyes look at, you don't even have to turn your head, but wherever your eyes go to, whatever your eyes focus on, that's the icon that'll light up. And then you're just moving your hand down here. But if you wanted to, like, let's say, click on something, drag it, and then let it go over here, you don't even have to do this with your arm. You just look at something, you click it, you hold on to it, you just move your eyes. You can't tell right now that my eyes are moving, but my eyes are moving where I want it to go, and then you let go. So it's like, it's crazy, right? So I've got this bright light on still. So it is just, man, it is wild. It is just so cray-cray. One of the things that stood out to me that really blew my mind, that a lot of these people reviewing it were saying, is that, we live in a day and an age now, with your iPhone, you can take a photo of your kids, right? Or your loved one, whatever experience you're having, or you can take a video, right? And then you can watch that video at any time. The crazy thing now with these goggles, imagine taking video of your kids. Now you're wearing these goggles, so not only is it going to be what you're seeing, it's in 3D. It's in the exact 3D of your eyes. It's in the exact placement of where your eyes are. So imagine taking a video of your kids playing. Your kids turn and look at you and say, "I love you, Daddy." Right? Now imagine even 10 years later, you could watch this, and this isn't just like looking at a photo or a video of your kids. You now are looking at your kids again from your point of view. You're seeing them in 3D. And not only that, you're hearing them exactly how you heard it the time it was happening. So two crazy things here. One, oh my gosh, the ability to relive some of your memories is cray-cray. Here's the other, I don't know if this is weird or cool, but you can also relive other people's memories. And that was the crazy thing that a lot of these reviewers said, is they could record their own experiences that they were having testing these, but also they were watching videos. So for example, if they watched a video of these kids playing and turning and looking at them, and they're like, "I love you, Daddy." They said it wasn't creepy, but it was the wildest thing, because it was like these kids were looking at them and telling them. And it wasn't just like looking at a video where people look at the camera. This was real. It's like you were really there, and you were reliving this memory as if it was happening right now, as if you were this dad. Like, that is not, and it sounded like you were there, right? So this is wild. This is like, man, like, where is this going? What does this mean for movies? Like, what is the experience going to be watching a movie where you are really placed there? Then there's interesting things like, let's say Mike and I are watching a movie. Now, we could not be in the same room. He could be at his place, I could be at my place, or he could be right next to me. He could be sitting right next to me in the living room. We could be watching a movie. And in addition to being able, each of us can separately make our screen as big as we want. And we could, maybe I like it a little bit louder than Mike likes it. So we could be watching this film at the same time. Now, in the background, we would see the room. So I can see Mike. I can see my living room. Okay, I got this funny statue over here. I can see part of the kitchen over here watching the movie, right? The crazy thing is, I can change it. So instead of being in the living room, we could be at the Grand Canyon at dusk with a beautiful, like the sun just went down and you can start to see the stars and it's beautiful purple sky and stuff. Here's the crazy thing. If I want to, I can still, even though I'm near the Grand Canyon watching this movie, I can still turn and look, and guess who's sitting right next to me at the Grand Canyon? This guy. He's sitting right next to me at the Grand Canyon. The other crazy thing is we might both be wearing these goggles, but when we look at each other, it won't look like we're wearing the goggles. We'll see a realistic avatar of each other, but doing exactly what we're doing if we're, waving hi or winking or whatever it is. We're going to see it happening in real time. It's bananas. All right, so I'm curious. I want to get to some comments here. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about this? Justin says, I want Apple Vision Pro. Want to buy it for me? LOL. I'd love to get it, but it's way too much money. So yeah, the price tag on these is $3,500. My guess is it's the Apple Vision Pro, which means they're probably just going to have Apple Vision, just like they have the iPad Pro. And they have the iPhone. They have an iPhone Pro, right? Or am I imagining that? But either way, they have they have MacBook Pros. They have, so there's going to be probably a cheaper version. A guess is that'll maybe be $2,000. But if iPhones are like $1,000, this is twice as much. But I mean, this is going to replace the iPhone. And also, you arguably might not need your iPad anymore. You might not need your iPhone anymore. You might not need your iMac anymore. Why would you? I don't know. Everything would be cloud driven. You would have access to everything just by looking at it. I don't know. It's crazy. Man, I would love to check those out next year, man. It's interesting. Fruit Loop says, I don't know about replacing the iPad. Lots of artists use the iPad for Procreate, and I don't see an overpriced headset replacing an already pricey iPad. I would agree at first, and maybe forever, because I feel like you need something tactile to draw on. My question is, are there going to be some advancements? Let's say you have an iPad and you have the Vision Pro. Is there going to be an experience where you can draw on the iPad like so, but then looking at what you're drawing, you'll be able to it'll come to life rising out of your iPad, and then you can move things around and draw on it, but also model it in 3D and push it around like Blender. Did we see the glasses in They Live, Obey? Oh my gosh, Sandra, you are more right than you know. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about They Live. That is so funny. Yeah, so the question is, will the goggles show the true reality, or is not wearing the goggles? Are we, some people theorize that we're already in a, what do they call it?
Alternate reality.
Not just, an alternate reality, but we're already in a simulation. And you can't prove that we're not, but there are a lot of things that lead to we probably already are in a simulation, which that's just a whole nother can of worms. I don't know about that, but Justin says, here's the thing. I have a lazy eye. that is always drifting in one direction. So how could the Vision Pro work for me? Would I even be able to use it with one good eye? I've used normal VR headsets before. Justin, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that, but I'm guessing, unlike other headsets that have come out before, the thing that makes these really interesting, and you might want to watch some of the videos for it, there are all these cameras inside the goggles that are filming your eyes. That way they know, they can detect where your focus is and everything. My guess is, if not soon, or if not right away, then definitely soon, there probably will be some things where the cameras will be able to track what both of your eyes are doing. And if you have a situation with an eye that's lazy, it might be able to track that. And I don't know if it can maybe find a way to help that, or figure out where you're looking, and it can move information so that it's still in stereo vision for you, but maybe slowly move it back, and it can train your eyes to go look forward at the same. Like, I'm not sure. My guess is, if they don't have that right out the gate, if there's ever been something that would help with that, I mean, this would be it, because it's got all these cameras that are tracking where both of your eyes are looking. And that's how they know how to keep things in focus. That's how they know where you're looking and everything.
Yeah, I have the same issue. It's like I can't wear the VR headsets because it's not so much the vision is bad. It's just like what it does to my head. It makes me dizzy, and it lasts like for days on end, and it just I can't wear them. So I'm a little skeptical. You know, if they can pull that off. If they can, great. But yeah, a lot of people have the same issue.
Yeah. Wild.
Yep.
Fruit Loop says that's a good point, Justin. I wear glasses, so I wonder how awkward it'll be for someone like me. Would it get uncomfortable after a while? Will my glasses interfere with the software? You know what? That's a great question, Fruit Loop, and that's actually something I was wondering, and I don't have the answer yet, because I've watched a bunch of videos and I've heard two conflicting things, so I don't know which one is which. One is that you can wear glasses with the goggles. The goggles go right over them. But I thought I heard another person saying that you don't need to wear your glasses. There's a thing that tests, like, as soon as you wear the goggles for the first time, there's like a 2-minute thing where you go through a series of things where it tracks your eyes, and it can kind of tell what your vision is. And once you go through that, it already knows how to project images and how to make them crystal clear for you. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you do not need to wear your glasses. I think it can auto detect what you can see and how you can see it. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about that. And maybe you do have to wear your glasses, but I don't think so.
That's huge.
It is really huge.
Can take your prescription and measure that.
Yeah. Sandra says, sounds creepy. And in a way it does, but these people that have been reviewing them were so skeptical, but were blown away. And every review I can find is super, super positive about these and how cray it is. The only negative thing that I've heard anyone say is that the price tag is expensive. Not that it isn't worth it, but they're just like, how is this going to be a mass market thing at this price point? And maybe that's when, again, this is the pro version, so maybe a slightly cheaper version will be down the line. DTE says pipe dream, if I'm being honest. I mean, and that's one of the things I kind of feel about it, because it is kind of scary, but at the same time, it's not going away. It's the future. We're already here. You can if you can't beat it, join it. I mean, this is it. This is what's happening. What's after these glasses? Implants? I mean, yeah, but the crazy thing is, like, you don't even need the because what you see when you see other people wearing them, if you've got the goggles on, you won't see them wearing goggles. You'll see them. You'll see their avatar. which is wild. And it's not perfect yet. Like it looks kind of like a video game, but a really good video game where you can kind of tell it's not exactly the graphics aren't exactly like completely photorealistic, but it's good. It's close. It's not cartoony. It's pretty good. And obviously it's only going to get better. And like the advancements that we're making on this stuff, it's just happening so fast and so quick. The tech is either smoke and mirrors or so expensive that it wouldn't be affordable and reliable. Yeah, I don't know. It's the word is out just yet, but so far the reviews, they invited all these tech people that run like tech channels and stuff on YouTube and everything, and so far people are really impressed. And these don't come out until next year, so like they're not done yet. Like already they're blown away with what they're seeing, and they've got another year of fine tuning everything before this hits consumer hands.
Does this mean you'll put out a review when you get them?
Oh my gosh. The question is, when I do these live streams, am I going to be wearing them or am I not going to be wearing them? I don't know. There might be an app as part of StreamYard where maybe I'll be wearing them and controlling the live stream just by looking at stuff. But you guys won't see me wearing them. This screen will auto update with an avatar of me making the exact same motions. You'll see the same expressions on my face. You'll see me winking, and it'll just seem like it's the real me. I mean, it's hard to imagine that we're already here, but we're already here. Fruit Loop says, I agree. I mean, reviews can be bought for. You know, that was my thought as well. But some of the reviews are people that I've seen them trash Apple before, or I've seen them not be nice about certain products. And it seemed like they were pretty honest. And, you know, there might have been some things that they were skeptical about, but for the most part, so impressed. And one of the things that blew their mind was, you know, when you're looking through, maybe you've seen the video, the promo video for it. They have settings where you're just seeing all your apps, but it looks like you're looking through and seeing the room you're in. You're not actually looking through and seeing the room you're in. You're looking at video of the room you're in. There are just cameras on the outside as well that kind of show everything, but it's also digital mapping everything where everything is. But the thing that blew people away that reviewed these is if you look and you see a glass right here on the table, you would think, okay, if you're just looking at video of that, is there a weird thing where you go to grab it and you're like, where is it? And everyone said, oh no, you like, it's great. Like it looks and feels, because it does all the testing with your eyes. It's got your field of vision. And so you can very easily pick up a glass. Cheers. Take a drink, set it down, and it's as if you are looking right through, even though you're not. You're looking at one screen here and one screen here. Everything's in 3D. I mean, it seems like a lot of promises. You know what? Watch the video, watch the presentation on Apple's YouTube channel. Start watching some of the reviews, and it's crazy. But you know, we'll find out, and it'll be interesting to. I'm hoping at the college I'm at, I'm hoping I'll be able to get a set for my classroom for review, and I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. So next up, you know, we've been talking about swag boxes and everything with for Aladdin 3477. One of the reasons I decided to go with swag boxes is because I was really impressed with a Kickstarter that happened last year. This is Brandon Sanderson's surprise 4 secret novels Kickstarter that he did. And as you can see here, it raised, does it say here? It raised, yeah, it's hard to read, but it raised I've been saying 41.3 million. I was wrong about that. I was about $500,000 short. 41.7 and a half million. That is wild. That just blows my mind. But he did swag boxes, and now his swag boxes are really nice. Some of the items, the first couple swag boxes, I wasn't very impressed. The last two, I've been very impressed. So it's 12 months of Sanderson. There's 4 different books that are coming out for the months. The other 8 months, you get a swag box with, I think, 3 items in there. So I have the latest swag box. And so I've been revealing these, sharing these with you guys because I just wanted to compare. Now, keep in mind, I did not get $41.7 million. So some of this is really, really nice. Right out the gate, there is custom packaging for all of these boxes. And so that alone, you open this up, and usually there's a quote here on the inside. There is beauty in every disaster if you are ever clever enough to find it. Hoyd. And I still haven't figured out if Hoyd is a universe or Hoyd is a character or Hoyd is both. I'm not sure. But anyway, there is like this packaging that's kind of like a dragon, I guess. Scaly. All right. This right here usually says what contents are inside. So we'll read this if we need to. And what have we here? Gosh, we'll just start with this. What is this? Dragon Steel, don't know. But look at these nice boxes with like the foil symbol for Dragon Steel. Mike, are you familiar with Brandon Sanderson?
I've heard his Kickstarter online, but that's about the extent. Yep. I thought about picking up one of his books, but
what's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Can we open the box? Step 1, open the box. Step 2,
open the box.
Open the box. Open the box.
All right, what is inside the box?
Wow. Blackness.
Whoops, hold on. Let me move these to the right place.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
what?
Here, we'll pan off a little bit, let you.
Hold on.
Creating our world.
Fell apart.
Inspired.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
We are ready. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, wow. Wow, cool.
What is this? I don't know. These must be symbols for the universe or something. Oh, do these glow in the dark?
Let's cover them up. See?
I can't tell.
It almost looks like a...
I have a feeling. Is there something under these that help? Are they magnets?
Oh, yep, they are magnets. Huh. Something in the box, maybe?
They just hold. No, I think that's
like
it.
Pins? I don't know. What are they like? Maybe spinners? No, they're
just magnets.
They're opposite magnets.
Oh.
Look. This one moves.
Here's what you do.
Yeah, okay.
So let's say you want to wear this pin, right? What you
Oh.
do, you just grab another one of the pins.
Ah.
And look at that. It's like I've got a pin right here.
They fall off, though.
I know this is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Dude,
strong? Yeah. Dude.
Try.
Oh, no. I got stuff.
Here, I got you.
Okay. All right.
Just flip around.
You just want to see my nipple.
You got to flip. How do you flip?
Oh, here. Flip it. Okay.
All right.
There
Try
you
it
go.
out.
There you go. Okay. So I got one here.
Yep.
And then no, these are negative and negative.
What?
Oh yeah, these are like opposite.
No, you do that side to that side.
Oh, this side,
No,
that way. Oh, that way.
What?
What?
Wait, how
No,
come
if
mine
you flip
didn't?
it- Here, well, maybe I'm
Mine
not
did.
doing it right here. This way. Okay. There we are. Okay. Gotcha. See.
So did that work?
That
Going
works, yeah.
little nubby to little nubby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That,
Oh, really? Oh, all right.
Did the face.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Mine went little nubby to little nubby.
That sounds so bad. So look. Let's flip it here. Let's see. So when I do it this way, it moves.
How come mine go together that
When I
way?
do it this way, it cooks, but it's like
Wait,
it's like opposite.
what does this do?
That
I'll try these two now.
No.
Weird.
Oh.
Well, either way, if you did this, is that strong?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty strong magnet.
So you could wear 2 of these at a time and represent. That's kind of cool. And it's safety. You know, you don't have a pin going into someone's eye. Because that happens, you know. Do all of them go together? Oh, look at that. All 4.
Look at there. It would be funny if it was a spinner.
All right, so that's pretty cool for an item. So one of the things they did with their swag box that I don't know if it would have worked as well for my Kickstarter, they didn't tell you what was going to be in the swag boxes. So I am discovering for the first time what is in each swag box. And so far there have been 4 of them. This is the 5th one. First 2, I was not impressed at all. Second 2, I was impressed. So they turned their ship around. This one is still, I don't know if I'm impressed yet. I guess we have to see. We have to see what the rest of the items are.
There's more.
There's more.
There's more.
All right, what is this? This is a elantric fix. What is this? Scrapes and bruises down by the dumps. Next time you slip on some slime, look no further. What? Oh, they're bandages. They're band-aids.
Band-aids.
What?
Band-aids. Tissue.
Dude, you can never have too many band-aids. Why would you? That's interesting. Oh my gosh, they are band-aids. Look at that. Oh, they're pretty. And they're all different. That's kind of cool. The band-aids must be a thing, like in the future or in whatever this world is. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Wow. All right. You know what? I wouldn't, it's a lot of times I'm always thinking, like, could I do something like this for Aladdin? I don't know if these band-aids, I don't know if they have band-aids like this in the future. So, but for this world, you know what? I'm kind of digging it. This here looks like it comes with a pin. That's a nice quality pin. Although the one thing because James is like the pin connoisseur, but look at this, only 1 rubber pin in the background. Normally you have 2, because if you put this on and there's only 1 pin, it might spin funny, when you're wearing it throughout the day. So you usually want 2. So that's a thumbs down a little bit. All right, what is the rest of this? All right. Sealed for your protection.
Let's feel the anticipation. Oh, it's a nice box. Does it rattle?
Man, I need like a butter knife or something.
Hello, housekeeping.
Almost. There we go. All right.
And
look at this. It's a rubber stamp.
Nice.
So,
free. We have a.
Look, it comes with this. It comes with a little. There we go. Oh, even this is wrapped in plastic. They're upping their swag box game, I gotta say.
Maybe they're watching your videos.
Yeah, maybe. And oh, look at this. I got red all over.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm curious. You just put that in there and then. All right. I don't know what that is, but that's kind of cool, right? Maybe it needs a little more in the.
Interesting. Maybe if you like, yeah. Okay. All right.
It's a little hollow in the middle. Hard to get some of those details in there, but all right.
Nice.
So there you go. I'm excited about this, although I don't know. It doesn't seem like it works as well as one would hope, but interesting. All right. What else? What else you got for me, Brandon Sanderson? There's one more item in here. And on the inside of the, again, they got custom printing. Very nice. Thank you. I have the best fans in the world. You've proven to me time and time again, you are awesome. You are amazing, and you have incredible taste in books. Brandon Sanderson and Team Dragon Steel. One more item in here. Any guesses what this might be?
A second stamp.
Oh. How you doing on your drink?
Oh, I'm good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Give it the tap. And
another stamp.
Another stamp.
Okay. Although this one, maybe we do something. We got this red or blue and red thing. Maybe this we do different. This looks like we kind of do this.
It's not a pipe.
Oh, these are candles.
Oh, wax stamp.
Oh, wax sealer. And there's blue and there's red. Okay, so they're a little.
Nice.
Should we try it?
Sure.
I've never done one before. We got to try it. Okay.
Smoke it up.
It's just going to get all. This is going to get all over it. Look at this. This is right. This is
there.
not. This ink doesn't dry quick. So.
Yeah. Smeared.
All right. So I'm not impressed with the stamp, but.
The wax
What can we do here? Well, we'll just do it on there anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take. I'm going to take bleu.
We don't need no instructions. We don't need no badges.
All right. So then I'm going to light this.
Oh boy! Don't play with fire, kids. Only you can prevent forest fires. Okay. Just gonna light it. Okay.
So we're just waiting for this to drip, right? And then we just seal it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I don't know what else can seal. Okay. So in the meantime.
Oh, it's already.
Is it?
It's already dripping.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think we need more than that,
Yeah.
though. All right. Good. Good. A little drippity drip.
I expect
Here, I'm going to turn this light on here. Can you hold this?
Yep,
Oh, it's going all over. Just so we can see it and maybe get some good.
In the future, I expect my letters to be wax sealed.
Sealed? All right.
Yes.
And this thing goes quick, so I don't know how many of these you'd be able to do, but okay. Heating it up. Hopefully it doesn't dry too quick.
Okay, it looks like
that would be good enough for a seal. Okay.
Sure.
So then and then
shield. Push, 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 push.
Oh my God.
Are you supposed to let it dry longer?
No, but I think because this is a waxy card, that might be why this didn't dry too much either. I think it needs to.
What's the emblem?
But look at that.
Let's see. Oh,
I think
cool.
if I had regular, like if I do it on this, I bet a regular piece of paper. Should we try? No, we don't need to try it again. That's kind of cool.
Good. Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of see.
What's the stamp look like on there? No, that's not too bad. Whatever that symbol is supposed to be.
Yeah. Gosh, you could get these with like the gin symbol or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Encourage kids to play with fire.
Burning things.
Yeah.
Come here, mommy.
All right. So this swag box, you know what? This swag box was cool. It's not stuff that I really need or would use, but I would give this one. I would probably give this one a thumbs up, I guess. compared to my swag boxes, no. I think my swag boxes for sure, you're going to get a lot more items, first of all, that you know are coming your way. But I think, it's like you're getting a book and a t-shirt and there's toys. And there are some things like, it's in this box over here, but, like a notepad and a pen. So there are some smaller items too. But this one I'm kind of on the fence about. It's kind of cool. The Band-Aids are look like they're high quality, lots of colors, and it comes in this collector's tin. So this is pretty epic.
Is it one of those where you would use it if you actually got a boo-boo though?
If it's a little thing, like a little blister or something, I might use it. I don't know. I should have used. I forgot to switch to the larger thing here. Well, all right. So next up, I wanted to chat about the Spider-Verse. Now, Mike, you have not seen the new Spider-Man movie, right?
Not.
Yeah. All right. So, peeps, I want to know, for those of you, we should probably see if there are some comments here. It looks like there might be. I think they're just magnets. Okay, yeah, the Brandon Sanderson stuff. Is there a pamphlet or something with all the items explained? You know what? There are, and we forgot to kind of look at that, but there is it's a little card right here, and this says what everything is. The reason I didn't look at this because I didn't want to be spoiled. I didn't want to look at the card until after and be like, oh my gosh, there's a Cosmere character pin in here. But yes, there is a card that explains everything, and it's the second stamp is a wax sealer. Yeah, it took us a minute to figure that out, but yep. I wanted to talk about the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. I finally saw it a couple days ago, and wow.
How does it compare to the first one? I've seen the first one.
Honestly, I loved the first one. So first of all, let me just kind of preface it with this. I love Spider-Man. Before Star Wars came out, Spider-Man was my world. Spider-Man has always been my favorite Marvel or any kind of comic book, superhero-ish kind of character. Spidey has always been my fave. My favorite live action Spider-Man movie, honestly, it's the first Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi movie is my favorite Spider-Man film. But honestly, my favorite animated film up until last week was Into the Spider-Verse. That was my favorite, and my favorite just Spider-Man film. Wow. That blew my mind. I thought it was so good. I thought the animation was so cool. It was so groundbreaking, so outside of the box, just so creative, and just really fit Spider-Man. And I just loved it. Loved everything about it. So going into the second film, now I had always intended, after seeing the first Spider-Verse movie, I wanted to see it again. Oh my gosh, I need to watch that again. I never got a chance to. I've been so busy trying to get these movies done and the Kickstarter. So I'm very selective about what I watch and when I watch. So I hadn't seen it. I haven't seen the first one since it blew my mind 4 years ago. This new one, if memory serves, I think I liked it even more, and it blew my mind. And some of the new Spider-Man characters and universes that it introduced, although from what I understand, these are all existing Spider-Men or Spider-Women that have been in other, and some of them I know, like Spider-Woman and obviously Gwen State or Spider-Gwen. But there was a few of them that I didn't know. I think I've seen images of Spider-Punk, but I didn't know there was a full comic of Spider-Punk. And I did not know about the Mumbai Spider-Man, which blew my mind. It was so good.
Now, without spoilers, is this a continuation of the first one? Or okay, so it's not like one of those, if you don't see the first one, you'll be lost type things.
But actually, that was my question going in, because I was like, man, I don't know how much I'm going to remember. They did a really good job bringing you up to speed. So I feel like even if you hadn't seen the first Spider-Verse movie, you would probably get it. You would probably, you wouldn't need help bringing it up. That said, one of the things that I absolutely loved about especially this Spider-Verse movie. So one of the complaints that I think people have had over the years with Spider-Man, when I was growing up, for example, and especially like when I was in college, it was the heyday of Spider-Man where there wasn't just a Spider-Man comic coming out every month. There were multiple titles, and some of those titles weren't just coming out every month, they were coming out every 2 weeks. I think Amazing Spider-Man was every 2 weeks there was a new issue. Like what? And then there was Peter Parker, Sensational Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, oh my gosh, so many. Plus Venom had his own comic, and like, oh my gosh, just bananas. So there were so many. And then when the movies came out, that was kind of awkward because the first Spider-Man movie came out in the one with Tobey Maguire and directed by Sam Raimi. That was 20 years ago. Now that seems like a long time, but in the last 20 years, you had that trilogy. Then you had Andrew Garfield. Then I want to say 2 years after the second Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, now there's a new series of Spider-Man movies. Oh, but this is different because it takes place. It's the MCU Spider-Man, and they got Tom Holland. So that was kind of weird because it had only been at that point. I think it had only been like 12 years since the first Spider-Man movie, and this was already like 3 Spider-Man with, new origins. And the thing is, they all have the kind of it's Spider-Man, like it's the same origin or a variation. They would change little things. Like for the first 2 Spider-Men, it was web shooters come out, or for the first one, web shooters comes out of his wrist. When then he's scientific and he makes his own things. And so there were some subtle differences, or how they approached Ben. Did we see Ben die? Did he already die? Is Peter Parker in love with Mary Jane? Oh, Mary Jane isn't there yet. And it's Gwen Stacy instead. So there's like some subtle differences. But I always thought if there was a weakness to Spider-Man, it was that there's just so many conflict. Like which one is real? Like how do people follow along when it's just Spider-Man over and over? It's the same origin. And like, right. Just kind of, I felt like it kind of ruins it. The amazing thing about these films, and especially the latest one, they all exist. And I know it sounds cheesy, like, oh, each one is just a different Spider-Verse. And so any of them are true. Anything can happen. Yes. But the way that they handle it, story-wise, character-wise, it's not just making up for how they did everything before and tying loose ends so that it works. They do it in a way that is awesome. It is so good. It is so cool. I was just absolutely blown away. It blew my mind. It was the colors, the animation, the story, the music, the characters, the dialogue. I was really blown away by it's really funny and really snappy dialogue. And I remember thinking through it like, wow, whoever is writing the dialogue for this, they're good. They're really, because a lot of it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel cheesy. And there are some really funny moments, but it felt real. It felt good. It was just phenomenal. Just a stand-up job.
Do you know if Sony still did this one, or
Mm-hmm.
is this?
Yes, this is Sony.
Strictly Sony. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had that whole thing about that.
So, it was phenomenal. Fruit Loop says, I haven't seen the new Spider-Verse movie, but I've been seeing a lot of artists on my Twitter feed making Spidey sonas, and it seems like a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was nothing short of amazing. It was so good. I'm having a hard time like processing, like, how do I even like feel like, where do I rank it? Like what it like,
would you see it again?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it is so good, and it just absolutely blew my mind. It was phenomenal. It was so if you're even remotely a Spider-Man fan and you've seen some or all of the Spider-Man movies, oh my gosh, go check out this film. It is amazing, and it leads. This isn't a spoiler. There's a third one that's going to be called Beyond the Spider-Verse. So this really felt more like, I mean, it's a continuation of the first movie, but this is kind of separated from the first movie. It's just a lot of the same characters, but it's separated from that. It really feels like this first movie is kind of like a part one, and then the third movie is kind of like a part two. But it was phenomenal. It was really, really good. Just blown away.
I'm sold.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really neat. All right, so here is what's up. I've been having the screenings, the private screenings. They have been going great. I've been having a lot of fun with those. I had one last Friday. I have another one coming up this coming Friday. I am about halfway through the executive producers and those of you that got the red carpet screenings, but those are still available. I think I have one left on the Backer Kit pre-sale store. So there's one left. If you guys are interested in seeing the film before anyone else with me hanging out, I make candy bar drinks. You get a tour of the digs. We hang out and talk shop all night. It's a really good time, but there is one of those left if you are interested. So I have finished my drink. I will be back next week, Sunday night, the Livestream Lounge. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and I can't wait to do it all again next week. Hopefully, I've got say bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
And I can't wait next week. Hopefully, I'll have the swag boxes ready to go. Hopefully, I'll have the pins in hand. I can't wait to start getting this stuff to you guys and have more to chat about next time. Peace. See you guys later. And